Nemesis Division.
Mystery Caravan of Death. Hail Hecate. Caravan of Death. Hail Hecate. I'm Pennywise the dancing clown smoking in the rain. Caravan of Death. Hail Hecate. I'm Pennywise the dancing clown smoking in the rain. Caravan of Death. Hail Hecate. I'm Pennywise the dancing clown smoking in the rain. Caravan of Death. Hail Hecate. I'm Pennywise the dancing clown smoking in the rain. Sky Dragon's breath. Amazonia chicks heaven sent. I live in your mind, I pay no rent. A doctor on TV, I do not play. The words I say, a chapter in the most terrible of books. Satan rides with Medea. Purple shades of gray. Night Monster. Black Sabbath. Mr. Black Magic himself. Golden Fleece, where dragons stay.
Welcome back to Lady Babylon. Oh, God, this is the satanic congregation. It's so good to see you. And it's nice. It's nice to be able to share with you what we're going to share tonight from this bathroom. Is he in a bathroom? You know he was, Martha. You know he's in a bathroom. Fantastic, people. Are we not ready? Are you not ready? Joey, are you ready? Oh, God. People, I want to start with the video. But before we do, I just want to send out a commendation to a student, Ion, who sent me this week email. I got an email. Here it is. Wow. Boom. Bunch of sorcery in Greek. Ancient Greek, right? A bunch of sorcery. Dude named Thessalus, right? Oh, God, he was a total flipwad. Holy mackerel. Was that guy's brain scrambled? Do you know what he did? Oh, people, this is Greek, by the way. Yes, you know what he did. Just show that. Oh, don't show the email name, just the text, the Greek text. Fantastic. People, sorry, I didn't want to blow anybody's cover. People, what do we have in Thessalus? Listen to this. You're going to love this guy. He's a guest tonight. And he is an astrologer, magician, drug user. When I say drug user, I mean there's not really a good word in English. Somebody who is proficient in the making of and use of crazy, crazy potent death inducer and drugs that make your mind detach from your body. The necromancer's host. That's what he's doing. But he's pairing it up with the stars and the 7 wandering notes of the cosmos, you know what I mean? So it's crazy stuff. Anywho, this student, Ion, sent to me this text, and he said, hey man, what's with the face Christing? There's face Christing with Aphrodite's recipe, baby. This is a panacea. This is why you don't live so long, ladies. Oh, God. Are you kidding me? No. Fantastic. Livia. Oh, God. Oh, was the queen in Rome. Right, Chewy? Sorry. Sometimes you have to spit those spirits out. Hip people, what are we going to do tonight? What are we going to do? A great poet once said, it is fair to stand on the beach and to watch the Fishermen become flooded with the water and screaming, ah, help me, with his boat sinking. Maybe a shark comes along. Right? It's pleasant to watch that from the beach. Now, it's not pleasant because of what's happening. No, there's no pleasure in this hellacious thing that's going on. Absolutely not. The pleasure is in you not being the one being eaten. It's the pleasure of life. Oh, God. Where are we going to go tonight, people? We're going to Greed. We're going to Greed Town. Oh, we're going to Greed Town, people. Now, I know this is going to anger a lot of monists. A lot of monist people who are out there tonight saying, oh, you know what? We can make as much money as we want. Oh, God. Laugh at people. Greed in antiquity, in Mother Greek, is a disease. The Hippocratic corpus tells us about the symptoms, tells us about that terrible greed and what it does to you. All the concerns and worries that it brings to you. Be satisfied with what you've got. If you're a follower of things biblical, you know what I mean? What is that greed? People, I want to frame all of this, and I know I can hear somebody saying, I can't understand what he's talking about. It's too here and there and random everywhere. No, it's not, people. We're in a bathroom. I'm going to work the toilet in for something. I don't know what it is. Perhaps we'll flush people. Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't it? Let's flush people. Oh, I just created a new form of spiritual torture. The flushing. Who are we going to flush tonight, people? Who is it here? I'm going to put him in here without you see him, and we're going to flush him. Bye-bye. Perfect. That is my new toilet to hell. Love it. Fantastic. All right. People, I want to start off by framing all of this satanic congregation with this announcement. The following person says, you and I, we together are very, very, very bad people, calling us the worst thing. The thing right now that is causing the stir in the air. Can you feel the storm? Can you feel the storm? Oh, God. These people, this person that we just flushed, gave him that drowning sensation, right? This person we are now bringing to Nemesis, an offering. And in order to feel the justice, people, I want to see what your accuser said. Hit the first video. Go ahead.
To then defend their man, like, because they want to defend their safe space. Right now, they can be out and not just say that they're no, this is serious. Like, of course we should talk about, like you were just saying, like, but in Greece it was okay, you know, like that, like dragging it in that direction. It becomes kind of like a gateway drug to sort of be pro platform. And the question then becomes, like, is Amon Hillman aware that he's doing this, or is he just sort of someone who stumbled into doing it, and then all the people who've all were gravitating to him and defending him, like, are they like just trying to prop up their man because they love that he's created this safe space for them to talk about this stuff and force other people to talk about it? Like,
Yeah.
literally, I'm so disgusted that they forced me to talk about this shit. Like, I don't even want to talk about this. It's like, because it's so gross. Like the whole description and everything. It's like, come on, man.
He's so vivid and like really just
Yeah.
something. No, without a doubt, you can walk away.
Yeah.
As perverted as
Yeah.
I mean, and everybody, there's people. Everyone has kinks. I'm not shaming people's kinks.
Yeah, but when they involve 9-year-old boys, you're outside ethical kink.
You know what my kink is? My kink is nemesis. My kink is the worship of nemesis. People, behold our justice tonight. Behold the power of the art in the inspired. Behold. Now, Chewy, I want you to start playing the second video. But people, we're not going to put anything in here that has anything to do with his family. I hate it. I personally hate it when people on YouTube march their families in and use them. I hate that. It's wrong. And I'm not going to give that a platform. So Chewy, you're going to be very careful and skip over it, right? Fantastic, because you know what I mean? Next thing you know, you're hiding behind a baby or something. Come on. What is the fascination with that? You know what I mean? Come on. Let's all be straight up front. Fantastic. Give me the start.
Ladies and gentlemen, I did not know whether or not I was ever going to make this video or just kind of keep it between me and my family and move forward. But it's been my wisdom, philosophy from the past that sometimes transparency and opening up about things that are kind of private can actually help more people than we realize.
Please understand, we are trying to help people. Like people like us that you just accused of being the worst thing possible. People like us, perhaps. Satanic congregation. Fantastic. Chewy, keep their comments going up because I want them to have input. I want them to have input tonight. Satanic congregation, give me shout outs. Hit them, Chewy. We don't want to drag this out too long.
And then also, because we're a social creature, we connect and we don't feel alone. And it's important that we do update people. So you might be going, what the hell is going on with this thumbnail? And why are you in the emergency room? So let me go back and play the tape and update you.
More importantly, what are you doing taking pictures of yourself in the... Somewhat odd, right? Keep going, Chewy.
On what's been going on. I am a recovering drug addict. October the 25th of this year was 10 years off of opiates, off of alcohol, like I did no drugs.
Congratulations. Can we fast forward through his personal bio? I just want to see what's happened in the last month since the printing of the allegations that you people are the most evil people on the planet. That's what I want to see. Go ahead. Skip over the addiction stuff. By the way, people, addiction's a modern concept. Go.
Used my body quite up. I was really stuck in addiction, extended releases and tons of 10 milligram instant releases. I'm speaking
drugs.
Medical, like some people may not know what these medications are. Because I think maybe there's some trauma, but maybe there's some genetics.
Keep going. His personal medical history is
that moment of panic that I experienced after 5 days of being awake and the Adderall.
Panic.
There was a fear.
There was fear. There was fear. Keep listening for the main terms. I'm going to bring Aristotle in a minute, and I'm going to show you what this disease is from which he is suffering. the psychic disease that holds him in its grips. We are here to bring Derek to the liberator herself, Nemesis. Oh, God. Let's see everything in the light. Let's see what the Hippocratics said about it. Keep going.
The fear in my mind, and I would have these moments where I didn't want to leave my house. I would have these moments where when I would drink coffee, if I did not eat my food first and that food absorbed my coffee,
Okay.
it would
so
outer body. I'm about to pass
you
out. I
can
feel
see
like I might die.
He's describing
know,
panic
experience.
attacks, right, people?
And I've had
Right.
that for 15 years.
Okay.
15 years. It's like a best be enemies out there who don't like me, who might be glad that this is the kind of suffering I go through. And that's unfortunate because what I'm going through,
There cannot be anyone who sits on the beach and watches the person flail and say, "Oh, Lucretius, if only we were safe." Unlike that guy. Oh, God. Classical poetry, people, is beautiful. Lucretius also said in the beginning of his work, "I'm sorry I can't express this to you so beautifully as the Greek could, but I'm just going to have to use this Latin tongue of mine." Fantastic. Keep going.
I don't wish on my enemies. And I want to make this clear that there are probably more people out there who are even watching this who suffer from the same kinds of anxieties or panics. And recently it was so bad, it was so intense. For 24 hours, I was in this really, really, I might die. My blood pressure was high. I have a way to check my blood pressure at home. I felt like I couldn't escape my body, but I felt like I was dying.
It's fear. It's fear, right? Let it keep going, Chewie. It's fear.
And I eventually buckled after trying to go to sleep, and I finally somehow went to sleep. My tongue was numb. I was
is causing
panicking. I don't know how else to put it. The best way I can describe what I felt was, have you ever been in water, drowning and can't get up?
Yes.
And you are trying to get to the oxygen, but you can't breathe.
Oh, God. What a feeling of strangulation. You know, this Nemesis priesthood, you know where they come from now, don't you? Oh, God, hit it.
And you're feeling the fight or flight kicking in the brain. You feel like I'm going to die. That's the feeling of panic that I was experiencing. And I'd never experienced it on that level for that long in my life till 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
So I went,
Okay, now here's what I want to get to the kind of the chase, right? You're like, oh my God, the movie started with such terror. Right there he is laying in the bed. Right? Oh God, here he is. Right on the edge, people. What is causing such tremendous pain? Go to 426, I think it is. 426? Go ahead. People, maybe just back it a little bit. What is causing such pain? And you're going to have to stop it quick. Okay. So go ahead, Joey.
they checked blood. I'm a big baby. They took my blood. They've said, look, your blood's come back fine. You seem to be completely healthy. What's going on in your life? I just bought a new house. I've got a lot of bills on my plate that I have to pay. I mean, I take care of the family, you know.
Right. Just bought the house, right? Just bought the house. I want to stop right there and I want to address my classroom. Of my classroom out there, a show of hands. Who does not own a home? Yeah, it's going to be most of us. It's going to be most of us. Not just because I'm around students all the time. They're too young to own homes, right? No. It's because of our poverty. So a big house, seriously, that is your source of complete, abject fear. Hit it, Chewie.
to get his life intact, and he's coming off of drugs. He's been struggling with addiction. He's got a lot of
we
traumas, and
have
he's been
to
sick.
family. No,
And
don't
so
bring your
I have him living here, getting him out of the
don't bring
environment.
your
A lot of
family
pressure.
into it. Oh God.
We buy this new house, and downstairs,
Okay, here we go. What is the centrality? Again, people, we're trying to diagnose historically. What is this disease that we're sitting at his bed and watching him suffer? What is it? We must name it. It is caused by a fear, by a great intensive fear that is coming from something that is happening. Chewy, what is happening?
I'm just gonna unload it to you. I'm just gonna tell you. Downstairs where my children are, there's 2 bathrooms that don't work right now, and our laundry.
Wait a minute. Did he say, is this a direct quote downstairs? Well, congratulations for having an up and down. That's nice. Right in your home that none of us have. That's extremely nice. Extremely nice. 2 of your 3 bathrooms don't work and you're having to share. Let me tell you something. You can stand in your bathroom and run your show. Yeah, you can. What else? Did he say laundry?
Machine can't be used because the pumps that are downstairs aren't working. They aren't working, so they can't use the restrooms. They have to come up. We all have to share bathrooms, and we can't even do laundry. We got to drive to go do laundry, and the cost that goes into that. I put a lot of money down on this house.
Oh God, I see the crushing stress. People out there, especially the American detachment of the Nemesis Division. Please, those of you who have no washing and drying machines, those of you who have to go out in public to wash your laundry, what is this? What is this? What is this? That's what I'm going to show you. And that's what we're here to do, is to diagnose. What is this? Are there other problems? Go ahead with the laundry. Okay, you got to go. Hey, laundry can be a lot of fun, taking your fam down to the place and sitting there and watching it go around, because you don't want anybody to take it, right? You sit there and watch it, right? Welcome to the world of most of us. American detachment. Give this an applause. Give it an applause, satanic congregation. Hail Satan. Keep going. Let's see what other problems there are.
I'm doing my best to try and make sure that they're okay. Then the pool heater's not right. Then I find out that the pump to the pool is messed up. So our pool's having issues. Like there's all sorts of complications, issues.
Stop. Okay, stop. I just can't take serious. Your pool pump. Your pool pump. One more time. Hey, satanic congregation. Those of you that this person who had a breakdown, this person, his problems with his pool. Tell me those of you without pools, what kind of foolery this is. What kind of humbuggery? What kind of snatchery? Reaching in the pocket, taking it out and loving it. What is the source? Oh, God. We'll come back. But can we put on some Greek? Let's start with the first one. People, I just want you to see a couple of things here. Oh, we've got some comments, by the way. Can we show those comments? Those. Yeah, let me read some of those. No, that's actually, no, you know what? We'll wait for that. Go ahead and put up the Greek. Let's start with the Greek, people. I know that's a lot. It's a lot for us to chow down on, people. Let's look at something beautiful before we get into the disease that is existing here. And I'm only calling that because they called it that. People, what does this say? Philorgourie. Nusos aoristos. Greed is a limitless disease. Greed is a limitless disease. Do you hear me? It is not a drive or an impulse. It is a disease. It is not a state of mind. It is not a psychology. Greed is a disease. And who is it that is saying this? Who is it saying? Hit me, Chewy. Number 2, yeah. Right? No, it's not. Next text. Yep. There we go. People. Who are these people who have the desire for that silver? There are several words in ancient Greek. Mother Greek is so sexy that there are several words. I want to get close to Mother Greek. I want you to see yourself in the reflection of my sunglasses. Right? I want you to know yourself, right? Who is this Mother Greek? There are numerous words for greed. The problem is we only have one word in English, right? So it's difficult for us to fathom the nuances and the differences between the words. I'm going to show you those. But there are a certain type of people who get greedy. Did you know that you can tell if your children have this disease? Did you know? Can you hear how sophisticated the Greek medicine is? You are diagnosing children with the disease of greed. Now, I know there are a lot of mothers out there, and a lot of single fathers, right, who did it by themselves, right? There are a lot of us out there who can tell you, yeah, you can see things from a very early age. You can pick up on your child's personality from a very young age. Well, the Hippocratics were trying to help people who were having problems with greed. Yes, greed is a disease that will cause you to fear. Oh, God. Oh, God. Where are the toilets? How many toilets do we need? I want one toilet for every buttocks. Do you understand me? Cover the thing with gold. Is it true they covered toilets with gold? Is it true? What would make a society or a person do that? What would make them do that? To goldify a room, to take some national treasure and to try to gild it with your medal of doom. Oh, God. Love it. Love it, people. Are you ready to see it? It's coming. It's coming. Oh, people, why does he get so happy? You know, the boat's sinking and you're like, yeah, right. It's a big yacht, right? Because you and I are sitting there. We've been fishing all day because we're trying to eat. And here's this giant yacht out there, right? And it's got the people out and they're half drunk, you know? So when that thing breaks and it starts to sink and the fire's there on the boat and the people are screaming, that drunkenness is going to sink them right down to the bottom of those waters. Do you understand? And you and I, Chewy, can look at that with Lucretius and say, what joy and rapture, but that wasn't me. Classical muse. Sing it, right? It's inspiration, people. What are we talking about? We're talking about reality, right? Tonight, we're moving reality. Why? Because we're riding the wave of nemesis. The wave of nemesis. Oh, God. Put your glasses on. Give me another bit of Greek, Chewy. Yes. No, give me that one. People, look at the last two words. This is what people who have the disease, what kind of symptoms they exhibit hubristai. They're hubristic. And what is that? These people are dangerous. They're dangerous. Bad people, like Jeffrey Epstein would say, or Jesus would say, this guy is dangerous. People who are hubristic, particularly, and this is found in demagogues, it's their DNA. Hubris is the act of striking someone. You cannot strike a free citizen, and that free citizen can't strike you. Do you understand? It's hubris for you to think you can do that and get away with it. It's hubris for you to think that you can take advantage and abuse children and get away with it. The storm, the electricity in the air is ready. We're here for Dionysus. Do you understand? We're here. Here it is, people. It's time to go out and catch your lightning. Fantastic. Love your Dionysus. Love him. Chewy, give me the next, yes, right. And what is terrible is this second line here about greed. Remember, this is all pre-Jesus, right? This second line about what they suffer, right, because of their accumulation of wealth, right? It's like everything's just being served to them. That's how they view the world. This next passage should talk about their conception. Yes, this is gorgeous, people. Hode Plutos. Plutos is wealth, right? What does wealth do? Wealth is a sort of honoring, right? An honoring of the pricing, the value of other things. This is what wealth is. But it finishes by saying, right? Because of this way of looking at the world, everything to this person becomes purchasable in the market. You put your mind into the market. If I can have this, one step up is that, one step up after that is that. And what do? You enter brothelery. I'm going to show you in the vocabulary that it means brothel, right? It's what you have to do, right? There's always someone there behind the scenes supporting. Remember, people, these people came out. You know they've done way worse stuff than me, right? Saying that I'm a this or that, talking about economic status and this and that. Shame on you people. Shame on you people. Perhaps he's a supporter of the most evil crime that you could think of by that jester sitting there. Do we have pictures of that jester? By that jester sitting there, Carrier. And people, these people will say, hey, Amun is running. And then when Amun turns around and says, huh? What did you say? They say, oh, I'm not going to come on the show unless you're bound to one verse. And that's it. Nothing else can be discussed from the creek. Why, people? The tide has turned. We have rushed them. People are seeing that what we are producing is a reality. And they have no warriors. They have no one properly trained. It's an open field. And I've got students sending me texts of Christing the face. Christing the face. Oh, God. Christ my face, right? Aphrodite's Christing. Oh, I'll let you figure out what all the details of that, but it has something to do with tightening of your skin, right? What do you think? These are some potent drugs, right? These applications, as we would call them. Okay, Chewy, let's go on. And then we're going to go back to Derek. One more, people. This is just, I want you to notice the blue here. This is what I've been throwing around. This is book 2 of Lucretius, who was a great natural philosopher. This guy was brilliant, absolutely brilliant, right? And the very fact that he knew that the Greek was way more expressive than Latin, and acknowledged it repeatedly, shows you his wisdom. Look at the blue, all laboring night and day with surpassing toil to mount upon the pinnacle of riches. What do we do as we sit back and watch the person try to achieve more? When that achieving of the more drives the soul, the body becomes ill. Oh, God. Oh, God. What is the cure? According to the Bible, it's shut up and be satisfied with your 3 toilets, one of which works. That's what the religious, prescription would be from the Mysterians, right? The monists that are following the one mystery, right? The way they call it. Right? Where's Jesus? Oh, did you bring Jesus too? Don't forget Jesus. Okay, put up Jesus, and then we're going to go right back to Derek, people. Now, remember, where are we sitting? We're sitting with Lucretius watching this play out. And you get to do it. I get to do it. Steve gets to do it and eat popcorn. Who is Steve? Steve is Danny's Chewy. Right? Steve is Danny's Chewy. And in December, people, there will be an interview in the Satanic Cathedral. Right? Oh, God. I will, I will talk with Danny to see how much I can talk about. And do we have Danny? Bring Danny in. And also, people, stones and serpents, right? Don't forget stones and serpents. Next time we meet, I have been told that I can welcome aboard Lady Babylon, the distinguished producer, right? Bruno is coming. And I want you to be able to, he's going to be in the, on the show him, bring him up. People, this is an artist rendition of Bruno, but De La Vega. But this is exactly what, he looks like, at least in the imaginings of Chewy. Okay, should prove to be fantastic, right? And if you haven't seen that preview, go see it. I'm anticipating some, it's electric. Give me the clip, please.
So I got a brother who's trying to get clean. I have a lot of bills, right? We're trying to take care of. I've got problems with a house we just bought and spent a lot of money trying to get. And then there's this gradual, YouTube's slowed down on this big channel. Overall, just the analytics have changed quite a bit. Things have slowed down. I'll give you an example. I could do a documentary video and it would get a couple 100,000 views. And it was on average that would happen with a lot of these topics. There was a ton of new people, right, that are out there. And there are still tons of people out there that are into this.
You know what's really cool? Make me big, Joey. You know what's really cool? Satanic Congregation is not to ever have thought about anything like that. Do you know what I think about? And what Chewy thinks about? We think about the episode and how to make it the best. That's what we think. None of these considerations are there. Right? Why? Because Chewy and I are not doing this for profit. This is art. Art can be inspired. Profit making is not inspiring. And hence the problem. The problem that the performance drops when you are uninspiring to your dream. Then she will end up without completion. Do you understand? The cosmos is erotic. It follows Eros, the basic physics of intercourse are the physics that you stumble into every day, and the very reason that you're here, that you don't even realize it. You're here because somebody saw somebody else and went, oh yeah. Do you understand? It's thanking what is beyond that event horizon that leaks through to equalize everything. Oh, God. Does that even? I'm not sure that's what it said, but in the handbook, that's, you know what I mean? I'm assuming those people who do flight are on it. Keep going with the clip.
Material. I don't know if it's the AI slop that is out there, that just AI channels that are like causing some of these issues. I don't know what YouTube has done with their algorithm, but I could keep a steady, guaranteed, almost predictable income through YouTube all these years. And when I started doing documentaries and I was able to do well-polished stuff, it even did better. And those videos would get a couple 100,000. My craft and my intelligence of the research that I'm doing has actually become far greater than it was before. And I did a video called Gardeners of the Gods.
Okay, people. So what's the reason? Are you diagnosing this properly? Are you examining it, thinking about it, taking it apart? What is the patient complaining of? The patient is complaining people are not watching his videos, right? That's what the complaint is. People are not watching. Something's not generated. I have a theory, ladies and gentlemen. Amen has a theory about why that is. Right? Can we see the clip of, what happens when you take an expert and expose them in public? Nobody wants to buy their crap anymore. Go ahead.
Folks.
Progress. All right. So it means
To be rubbed on, used as ointment or salve. Anointed. Messiah.
If you go
Euripides. Oh, wow. Look at that. Euripides is right there.
So click on Euripides.
okay. Euripides.
Oh, there's Christos. No, that's the case. Phaedra. Yeah, there it is.
Phaedra?
Yeah, where it says whether it is the anointment or the drug drink.
Drug drink.
Yeah, whether anointment or drug drink. In other words, the poisonous drink or the anointment.
So is it used as a drug term here?
No.
Can we give it credit for being here?
No, because it says the.
No, right? Wait, it is? Wait, you just said it was. But here we can view it as a drug, right? And Christ is a drug. No, we can't wait. But you just said it was, right? Now people saw that. And the reaction was horrific in the comments. People should have seen it. And there were people coming to the defense saying, oh, no. What was that you saw, people? What you saw is somebody who could not handle that level of Greek get taken down. Right? I'm telling you, this is indefensible. What we have, Satanic Congregation, is indefensible. That's why they resort to something like saying, you Satanic Congregation are a bunch of perverts. Do you understand? It is the ad hominem attack on you. Was it that disturbed this man and caused him to have a breakdown? Was that the source of the anxiety? It was the loss of the expertise. Nobody wants to buy what is. Remember when Derek offered me the same deal that he offers all of his ladies. He said, it's easy money. Easy money. You put together an hour worth of material. You do it maybe 14 times like you would a class. Put 14 hours out there of material. Boom, put it on there, buy it for $50, $60 a pop. Really? Really? It doesn't have to be good. It just has to be sellable. Do you see where greed leads you? It leads you into thinking that everything is buying and selling. It's a disease. Do you want to be healed? Don't pray to yourself, Derek. Don't pray to yourself. Huh? Pray for deliverance from greed. Give us the prayer to the self. It was like 23, I think. 22. Do 22, 30. Oh, people, please help put up your own comments too, your own analysis. Thank you.
Instead of God, grant me the serenity, pray to yourself. Say, Derek, grant yourself the serenity. How's it go? Grant yourself the serenity to let those things go you cannot change, to change the things you can, and to accept, it's like this. It's just like, dude, do what you can, do the best you can, and don't beat yourself up. That's the prayer, right?
No, that doesn't get to the root of the disease. It just works around it. And then the fork was, people, what is our diagnosis and prognosis? First, we already have a diagnosis, and I'm going to show you more Greek to show that. But I want you to tell me, what is the prognosis of this patient? Is this patient aware of the cause of their disease? What is the root of their suffering? No, the patient is not aware. With the Hippocratic medicine that we have from antiquity, we have to be aware of the patient's own mental state. Whether or not they understand what's going on is a big deal. Can we get to the kids? I want to diagnose the kids with greed. Bring up the next Greek. Wait, people, look at this. What do you do when you become, what does greed cause you? I know it's a little bit of an odd setup, people, because we're in the bathroom, but what does greed make of you as a person? Huperefanos, that's what it makes you. It makes you arrogant. Right? It makes you arrogant. I don't understand how I can be getting 100,000 views and then drop. Boom. Well, maybe step out of your shell for a minute and look at your work. Do you know how many dozens of comments were coming in saying, oh God, just look at what's happened, man. Go back and maybe, what is it, right? You don't have to always succeed unless you're stricken by greed. This is neither oath, truth, nor creed. Oh my. Somebody out there is on weed. Ow! I stuck it. Did you see that? Dr. Seuss, come back. Give me the next bit of evidence. This is gorgeous. Overweening and arrogant people, right? Fantastic. Insolent, right? Brutal. Do you know anybody who's rich and brutal? It's because the greed is so magnified in that person. Now you can see cases like this, Satanic Congregation, that are obvious, stage 1, stage 2. But then you've got Trump way at stage 4. He's right there. The greed is terminal. He's receiving now the storm. Do you understand? Nemesis will always get you in the end. I point my finger right at you, bub. American citizen. Amen, pointing right at you, bub. Nemesis is coming for you. Oh, God. What kind of nemesis? Oh, God, we're all going to learn about your disgusting inner mind. Oh, God, when they're done learning about you, I'm telling you, people, you and Jesus Trump are going to go down as the biggest frauds in history. as soon as I can't wait, people. Now, let's all form a ring of prayer to Holy Jesus that he will protect Donald Trump, because Donald Trump must remain alive and very much aware of what is going on around him, because this is his judgment and it's absolutely gorgeous. Oh, God. Oh, God. Love it. Fantastic. Give me the next Greek, people. Let's conjure some Greek and see what happens, right? These people are also hubristic, right? They're injurious. These people are injurious. They have hubris. Who has less hubris than Donald Trump? Nobody. Perhaps maybe a pool of his followers, his loyal, faithful followers, and those who suck from his nipples. Yes. Oh, God. Let's chase the greed down where it is. People, you elected him, right? Who's more greedy than us? Look, people, we gave him to the world. Give me the next Greek. I'm hungry. Yeah. People, look at that. Go back to that one. Yeah, the next and the next. Boom. People, here's a word for greed here. One of the words in Greek for greed. Pleonexia. Do you see it? Blow it up. Pleonexia. Look at this. Greediness, assumption, arrogance. Why is it being paired with arrogance? People, you can tell this disease. It has its symptoms. Aristotle will talk about it profusely. How many authors, people, if you just go and plug Greek into the TLG and look for greed in one of its forms, because there's not just pleonexia, there's also philargouria, which is a love of the cash, baby. You think that this was a virtue in the democracy? Absolutely not. Aristotle makes it very clear. People of America who don't have 3 toilets, who don't have swimming pools, who don't have houses. It's our spirit that's in that Constitution. It's us. Give me some more Greek, Chewy. Give me some more Greek. What is this, people? Philargouria. It's your love of money, your avarice, right? Your greed. Good. Next. Just for those of you who are doing the Greek, just kind of feel out that word. Oh, now, people, this is special for the monists who may be present. And I say that, and people, you're just going to have to get used to this, because those of you who've been around a long time know this is the way it is. The monists are always hanging around with us, and we welcome them, right? We welcome them. They want to see the Bible, right? They want to see the Bible. Give me where is the root of all evil expression? Where does that come from, people? That comes from Jesus. No, it doesn't. It doesn't come from Jesus. Jesus was taking it from Greek. Greek that had been established for hundreds of years by the time Jesus got there. They're using it the same way. What is the expression? What is the expression? This is the root of all evil. What is that love of the cash? The good old cash, cash, cash. Right? It's led people away. This is Timothy. This is late, right? We're going back earlier. This is Timothy. So by the time, what I should have done is said, by the time it gets to the Bible, it's already very well established. And we'll look at those examples. But in this example with Timothy, Paul is talking about the root of evil. What is it? It's your love of that goddamn wealth. You can't be satisfied. Be satisfied. You've got 3 toilets. Come on, man. Be satisfied with your toilets. If you were, you wouldn't be making yourself sick, according to the Hippocratics. driven by the greed. That'll take you right into the furnace. Oh, God, where you got to be purified then, right? Look at Trump. Look at Trump. Do you want to get that far? Oh, God. There's treatment. There's treatment, people. Give me the next one. Yeah. Give me the next one. People, look at the middle here. Look at more greed in yellow, right? Hilarguria, right? Go ahead. And this is, by the way, you can tell from the dialect here. This is Ionian, people. Look at the word in yellow. Hilarguries. Look at the long vowel there on the end, that eta. Right? That long vowel is giving it away as Ionian. This is from the Hippocratic Corpus. You mean they're talking about greed in the Hippocratic Corpus? Yeah. And what are they pairing it with? Aselgeia. Do you remember where the aselgeia was coming from? That's a religious term of pollution and other diseases, people, other affections. Right? What he's saying here in the context is, look, these people, they really play up the manliness in war, right? But they're totally devastated by their aselgeia and their greed. Their greed. Are you beginning to see the trading, the selling, the buying, the Antichrist? Oh, God. People, I want to hang on there for just a moment. And I want to, well, no, let's wait. Let's do that another time. Let's go on, let's go on. Aselgeia, right? Oh, God. What was that aselgeia? Look here, people. Licentiousness, wanton violence. Oh, sounds dirty. It is. It is. Give me the next one. You don't want it. You don't want it. What is this expression? Where is it coming from? Jesus is like, oh, God, if you want to follow me, sell everything. Give it away. Come with me. And the poor rich man is like, I can't do that. Right? Okay, then fine. Live in your greed. Jesus is talking like a Hippocratic physician. Yeah, there's a reason he's the divine physician, because he has read Hippocrates. He was in Egypt, dude. Don't tell me he didn't get down to Alexandria. Right? Oh, God. People, and nobody knew that, right? I bring you good stuff. Satanic Congregation, I bring you, this is novel. Nobody has ever said this before. Jesus is reading Hippocrates. Yeah. People like to write a paper about this in some school. You know, it's just standard classical philology, talking about who somebody is using as a source. Right? That's just, okay, cool. He's using Hippocrates. Bring that Hippocrates back up again. And by the way, people, this is Hippocratic Corpus. Okay, it's not one dude. It's the Hippocratic Corpus. And what does this say? Pluck out, cut out the root. What kind of root? The bitter root of greed. Here's the treatment, people. Here's the treatment. You have to cut out the root. You have to cut out the root in order to heal. The prayer to yourself is not going to heal you, right? In all of this medicine, not once have I seen a Hippocratic say, just pray to yourself. This is medicine, people. And if you want to stop being attacked by Pan, look Nemesis right in the face. Here we go. Give me the, oh God, don't cover that up. I like that one especially. Satanic Congregation, let me just ask you, do you like this? Blow that up for a second, Drew. Do you like that picture as much as I do? Tell me, isn't this gorgeous? You know who this is? This is Echidna. This is Echidna. Oh God. People, what do you think she does? She executes Nemesis. She's the general She's the general of our division. What do you think she wants you to do? She wants you to look. She wants you to see that sinking yacht. And she wants you to say, at least I'm not like those greedy bastards. Do you understand? This is classical wisdom. And if there is any hope for Derek, it will be to cut out the root of the greed. Oh, God. Give me the next one. Oh, right. Here's another word, people. This is the third word that we're going to find for greed, right? Third word in Greek. Remember, now, why don't we have 3 words for greed in English? Because, right, English is bog-trotting. Those people were concerned with not sinking into the moss. Do you understand? They weren't sitting thinking about the schools and the physics of the universe, right? It was all about go collect some peat. Blow that up. People, I play Stia. Look at this one. I think this one's, kind of, I don't know, I get kind of stimulated. I play Stia. Insatiate desire. It's that itch that you can't satisfy. It's that greed, and it's applied to food or money. Who are the people who are talking about? Look, people, Plato. This is not unusual. This stuff is so well known by the time of Jesus that Jesus is quoting this stuff. Paul is quoting this stuff. Paul quotes Medea through Epimenides. I am showing, Derek, I am showing you the path to freedom. Right? You too can be healed. Pull that one up. Look, just so you can see I'm not making this stuff up. Here is a section of the Hippocratic Corpus, just some lines, right? And look at, in the yellow, philargouries, right? What is it right next to? Aplesties, right? Because there's different kinds. And we're creating an environment for you to be able to see what this disease is and does next in medicine. You mean, people, I think this is revolutionary, don't you? What is this? Another symptom. Look at this one, people. This is what you're going to get. This is what Trump has. This is a sign of stage 4 greed, right? Stage 4 greed. Megalopsychia. Oh, God. Right? Big soul, people. Literally, that's blown up, puffed up soul. What is a puffed up soul? Hit me with the next one. Puffed up soul. What is that meaning? Greek. Oh, it doesn't. It's going to come up, people. Think about it for a minute. No, it's okay. Go back. Oh, God. So confusing. No. Stop. Okay. Bring that one. Oh, wait. Those are the kids. People, wait. I interrupt this broadcast for the children. Look, come in. Look. Here they are. Blowing this up. People. Who is this? This is Democritus. Nobody less than Democritus, people. 5th to 4th BC, fragment 222. Oh, God, are you ready? Here's what he says. It starts, Hey, technoi sagan, crematon synagoge prophasis. People, this is absolutely gorgeous. The gathering together excessively of things in children. This act foretells what? A way of life that is greedy. Watch your kid. Is your kid grabbing things into a pile, keeping his stuff, holding all of her possessions, trying to get more? Are you feeding this? Do you feed the greed in your child? Do you feed it? Do you know Donald Trump didn't get to be stage 4 greed on his own? It was given to him. It's a disease that's genetic and it passes through families. Greed from one person to another. And these people are not democratic. Let me show you what I mean. Show you there's an article in there. So I'm sorry. How do we test them? You know, that's how we test them. Watch their behavior, people. Okay. Yo, I want the art. People, by the way, what are the, just go ahead and show that. People, how do the monists deal with this classical concept that Jesus then uses and says, look, you know, your money is going to destroy you. Right? And Paul is saying, look, a lot of people have been led astray by this. What are the modern monists going to do with this information? No. Go to the article that was there. Sorry. Go to the article. There we go. People, here's one. Oh, look at this. It's a Christian site. Wealth builders. Wait a minute. What? Wealth builders? How many wealth builders? Wealth builders. Let's see. Look, they've got a university, people. I'll bet that degree is worth something. The root of all evil. Question mark? The root of all evil? 10 Bible verses about the love of money. No. Okay, go. Give me the next one. People, just look at how they handle it right here. Is money, I'm going to flush the person who wrote this article. Is money the root of all evil? There is no doubt that money has been used to facilitate evil agendas. However, Timothy 6:10 makes it clear that money is not the root of all evil. Money is not the root of all evil. The love of it is. Okay, it's an interesting way. Look, the love of money is the root. Why is it important to say that? Because that allows you to justify doing the exact opposite of what the cult was doing, the exact opposite of what Jesus was doing. Right? Oh, interesting. Interesting. Oh, God. Who are the backers? Who are the backers in the Epstein? Every one of them love it. Want to bring them out. Bring them out, everybody. Facilitators, right? Their love drives them to gain more and more at the cost of hurting others. Welcome, people, to the greed. There is no bandage for the greed like the monists are trying to put on it. Did you know give me the next one. There's no word in ancient Hebrew for greed. Isn't that funny? There's no word in ancient Hebrew, which is a fake language. There's no word for greed. How could that be? Why would the Greek have 3 so far that you've seen? Why would it have 3 and the Hebrew have 0? Do you really think that language produced the translation that is the Septuagint? That's a fairy tale. The Septuagint is the original. There's not even a word. They have this one. Go, give me I brought one with me. Oh, okay, it'll come up. Here's 1 Timothy 6:10. People, just look at the first line. It's as plain as day. Rizakar panton ton kakon esti he filarguria. Greed is the root of all evil. Greed is the root of all evil. Imagine the dark, dark fear that it causes. It causes somebody to end up in a hospital on their back, afraid. Give me the next one. It's amazing, people. It's from the Greek. I'm telling you, this is when I say somebody in a hospital, I meant in antiquity. What's his problem, Martha? His problem is greed. See, that sounds funny to you because you don't look at greed as a disease. You don't categorize it as a medical problem, which you'll do with depression, but you won't with greed. God. Right? Okay, give me the next one. People, here's some Hebrews. I just want you to see the greed is all over the place. What does the author of Hebrews say? Afil arguros. Ungreedy. That's what you ought to be, and you ought to be satisfied. It says, argumenoi tois parousin. You ought to be satisfied with what you have right now. The 12 steps are not going to help you with anything if your disease is greed. Okay, give it. Let's flush the author of that Christian work paper. Let's flush the author of the Christian work who said that silliness. Down you go. Say hello to the alligators. Let's go. Give me the next one. Yeah, keep going, keep going. It's in there, it's coming. No, next. Oh, God. What happened, Chewy? Did we hit a storm? That was something we haven't seen, isn't it? It was one line, right? Here's 2 Timothy, Peter. Here's people. Here's more Paul. And what's he say? People are going to be lovers of themselves, and they're going to be greedy, right? They're going to be greedy. This is a diagnosis of your environment. And when I say that, that sounds goofy to you, right? A diagnosis of my environment. What the hell is that? I'm talking like they talk. Your airs, your waters, and your places are the influences. Do you understand? This is medicine. If you can keep up, this is all mental that we're talking about now. Do you understand? It's greed is categorized as a mental disorder, like melancholia, right? Depression, a mental disorder. I know, once again, we get close to that with gambling. People will diagnose gambling. What is the difference between gambling and having a YouTube gamble? What is the difference? There isn't one. And if your plug-in is the making of the money, when you're not a making of the money, because the ladies who are ladies of the evening, we know they all have herpes, then things go wrong and you get stressed out. That is the beauty of YouTube. The art is still there. People will follow the art. They trust the reason. They trust the science. Oh, God. Lafayette hit me with a little bit more. Is this a definition, right? What is that? Alatzonis, right? That's a wanderer, people. Don't be a charlatan. Don't be a charlatan. You are not entitled to constant success. You're not. Nobody is. It's life, and that's why we humbly live it. Because we don't want to attract nemesis by calling other people the awful things that we call them. Shame. Give me the next one. Yes. Here. Oh, people, I just want you to revel in this. This is a gift. Okay, for anybody who's ever made a video about Dionysus and monism, all of these merchants, suck butts who try to sell their fucking books and have their stupid ideas, right? People, this is Galen, and he's talking about, this is a section on theriacs in the first book of his antidotes. I think this is the first book of his antidotes. And in it, if you look at the blue, do you know what that says? He says the people that these drugs are working for are those who are becoming Bacchic in worship of Dionysus. Right? People have stood around and said, did they use drugs and the mysteries? If any of these dummies had read Galen, they would have seen. It's right there. He's talking about the preparation of their eobolic, echidnaic theriac. And if you don't know what that means, it's because you haven't read these texts. Oh, God. So sexy, isn't it, Chewy? My God. She is sexy. This is gorgeous work you're doing. By the way, did you bring Athena? Oh, people, can we take a moment to honor Athena here, right? The Athana, the immortal. Oh God, Chewie, make me as small as you can. Just take me off there. Can you just take me off? There you go, tiny. All right, let people watch it. Isn't this gorgeous, people? Did we get the gray-eyed Athena properly? You know what she's known for? This echidnaic mistress who wears the head of Medusa. Do you know what she's known for? She's known for that spear. She's the spear shaker, and that makes us all afraid. This gray-eyed goddess that we protect and create democracy from. There's an article that we've got, Chewy. There was one of these was an article right up front. Did I lose that one, or is it here? And I just want people to see. Yeah, people, look at this for a second. Show them that, Chewy, and take me down. Just show them the article so we can just read. There we go. That'll work. That'll work. Okay. Now look at this, people. This is all about classical Greece. Look at these guys. Oh yeah. This is not just a mound of rocks, right? We're not impressed with that. There's stuff going on here. What's written on that thing there? I don't know. Why we hate the rich according to Aristotle. People, I just want to read you. This is from something. This is Davos, right? The World Economic Forum. They quoted F. Scott Fitzgerald, right? Talking about wealthy people and stuff like that. Fantastic. I just wanted to start it when it gets into Aristotle. Look at this paragraph, people. Clearly, the original passage in Fitzgerald expresses nothing of the sort. But, okay, what was that? Who knows? Who cares, right? But the insight that it does express, the one that is reused in the Guardian editorial, goes back a long way. Okay, ready? How far back does it go? As far as Aristotle, at least, but also beyond him into the traditional Greek thought, for which Aristotle has such respect. And he says, this is Aristotle's take on the subject. Gives rhetoric here. The kinds of character that accompany wealth are plain for all to see. This is the passage I showed you. The wealthy are hubristic and arrogant. Right? Something happens to them as a result of the acquisition of wealth, for they are so disposed as to think that they possess all good things. Leave it up there. But people, can't you understand that believing that you're about to lose all good things could drive a person over the edge? As a result, the rich have a false idea of their own worth and a misplaced confidence in their own good fortune. Look at Trump. Look at how long he has skipped out on Lady Justice, and she is now surrounding him. In a nutshell, the character that belongs to wealth is that of a lucky fool. Trump is a stage 4 greed suffering lucky fool. What happens to the rich in Aristotle's view chimes with Fitzgerald. They think they're better than we are, as Aristotle makes clearer than Fitzgerald does. This is obnoxious because it involves a claim to equality, esteem, respect, to which the rich have no special claim, and which indeed they often forfeit precisely because they fail to recognize the claims of others. Hubris, the behavioral attitude that Aristotle attributes to them, is a matter of putting other people down for the sheer hell of it, just for the pleasure of feeling superior. Are we in one giant sea? Are we in one giant sea? What is this, people? I'm swimming. Are we watching this happen? Are we glad that we are not a part of it, or are we a part of it? Why are we watching ourselves? Why are we watching ourselves, people? Look at them. Death. The end is coming. The end is coming, people. It's the voice of the apocalypse. And now it's time for you to face your demise. Welcome to Nemesis. Oh, God. Oh, the nature here. Check the. Okay. People, what is. Oh, here. Wait. No, wait. Before you go away from. People, this is a freebie, little freebie side deal. What is dipsotic? What causes thirst? It's that flesh that they use of the echidna, right? What are we saying here? Look, it's an antidote. The antidote that they drive that comes about from the echidna, right? It's dipsotic. It's dipsotic. Do you remember what's dipsotic about the right? When Jesus is crying, "Oh, I thirst. I'm so thirsty. Oh, God." You think you could have shut up, man. You're being crucified, dog. You think, oh, God, thirsty? Oh, I think that would, I don't know. I don't know. It's dipsotic, people. Give me the next one. Right? People, here's some Aristotle. Oh, God. I think maybe it is. I'm not quite sure which one you're talking about. People, he's talking about a place here and a group of people that Aristotle doesn't like. And he doesn't like them because they're greedy. Look where the outline, where the highlight is, right? Because they're philorgoroi, that's greedy, and they are philoponoi. These are people who are industrious. They work all the time. They work. Greed and work. Busy goes together. These are symptoms. Let's see our patient, by the way. How's our patient doing? Let's play some more of the film. Go ahead. Yes. Our satanic congregation getting a time to respond. I hate the fact, people, that I can't always see your comments during the show. I hate it. Oh, but that's the way it is in the bathroom, right? Oh, please help me. Send me some money. Seriously, one of the things two people is really bothersome. Go ahead, play it. I want to see it. Play it.
Now, they usually pray to God, asking God for that strength, but he's like, not, because he's like me. We don't think there is a God. But at the end of the day, I'm like, you know what? You're right. Derek, chill. It's going to be okay. I don't know. I'm thinking of the funny meme that everyone knows. Daddy, chill. Daddy, chill. He's like, what the is even that? But I've been like overthinking it. And I know that I have problems. I'm sure there are things medically, but like, I'm going to be okay. So I started exercising. I started eating healthy. I started vlogging some of this stuff on my phone and explaining where I've been at on the run. In fact, I could attach these things. If you wanted me to, I'll piece them together. I'll show you the mornings and the evenings of me running to try and get out of this shit. I started documenting. I stopped at like day 9 or 10. Okay, stop documenting it.
Okay.
But I'm feeling better now.
Okay, fantastic, people. I'm glad that you're feeling better. The only problem is we haven't reached the root. We haven't been able to find the cause. The patient is unaware. Self-awareness is a state of health. And people, I'm going to say that again, and I know it's going to click with your brain just naturally. Self-awareness is healthy. Knowing who you are in time and space, right, is healthy. Knowing where you are, knowing what time of the day it is, knowing whether you're closed or unclosed, right? Knowing whether you feel good or you feel rotten. Knowing is a state of health. If you are unknowing, you will miss the proper diagnosis and you will end up terminal like Donald Trump. What is the termination of this disease of greed? What is the termination? Exposure. Exposure. The entire universe gets to watch what you are. Welcome to Tartarus. People, do you see? What we're trying to do is provide a resource for these people to help them, to heal them. Your greed stains your soul. What did the physician tell you to do? Get rid of what you've got. Be satisfied. Right? It's the disease they're trying to purge because that's what the cult does. Fantastic. Give me the. I don't remember. Yeah. Okay, sure, it's okay. Give me Herodotus. People, look, here's the 5th to 4th century. Here's the 5th to 4th century, people. Source in the Greek. This is hundreds of years before Jesus. Look, they're still talking about it. Here's a historian talking about it. What are some of the things? He says, there are these 3 virtues. The first is that person who does not get angry, who does not come to that point of fury. The second is the person who does not have greed. And the third is the person who is not a lover of pleasure. Do you hear what the virtues are? Right? For you to be not a hedonist, not greedy, right? Why would those two go together? If you don't have a pool to enjoy, can you be pleasure? Can you have pleasure? If you don't have a pool, do you see what causes the pain and the fear? Do you see why the drop and the disinspiration? When you fight for that money, you give up the right to the muse's voice. Oh, God. That's why Lady Babylon is completely not for money now. Throughout this broadcast, you'll look in the chats and you'll see that people are sending him money while he's doing this, right? He's actively performing the, brothelery, right? And he's had to get out from behind the desk and he's had to go out and back into the alleyway, right? That's stressful. But that's what greed does. It forces you down that pathway. Do you understand? And when things are uninspirational, when people figure out your product is flawed, right? When people figure out that there's problems, that's why nobody wants to just do Greek. Oh, thank goodness to Danny. We got to find out when the Satanic Cathedral is finished and get a good picture to everybody so they can see it. Should we give me, I think we've got one more. It's just go back. No, keep going. What is the person who has that greed? Look at this. What do they do, people? What caused? Look at their psyche here. Philoponon. What is that? What is that caused by? And it's caused by the greed. What is it? It's industriousness, right? Oh, God, they're hard workers. You can listen to Derek sit there and talk for forever about this. These are symptoms, people. Symptoms. This is how it works. If you're using that analytic language of Mother Greek. Yep, we did that one. Okay. Finally, no. Yep, that's it. Okay, fantastic. Let's finish off. Play another second or two. And people, please remember that this is the person who said, you're all perverts. Right? Yeah. Yes, exactly. It was them sitting there, right? 1 month. Can you believe that? 1 month ago, before he's sitting in the hospital, staring down, looking. Do you have a picture of that? Bring it back up. That was frightening. This man composed a horror, right? His life is a horror story. It's becoming a horror story. Maybe you shouldn't go around accusing people of things that are terrible. The stuff comes back. Look at him. God, that's frightening. Who could not be moved to the depths of emotion and sympathy, seeing this at a distance? Yes. Let us learn. Take him down. Satanic congregation, thank you for coming tonight. Thank you for coming. Your comments are valuable to me, not because they have any money attached to them. They don't. We are not monetized. What you're receiving is just the art. And that is why you will never catch me begging for you to pay. I don't even have a bathroom at this point. I'm using some company's bathroom. Right? We all are. My family is using it. Do you hear me asking for that to change? No. Why? Because I don't suffer from greed. I am happy to be with my family. Do you understand? We don't need more toilets. We need Mother Creek. Thank you for coming. And education, Chewy, right? Education and all that. Driver's license, we need that too. Right? Anything else? We need a whole bunch of stuff, don't we? Right? Just to get to the grocery store. Right. And our buddies, yes, exactly. It's not cool. Okay, people, thank you for coming. I wanted you to see what the world has in store and what happens under conditions of ignorance about classical ideas and philosophy. Greed is the root of all evil. The monists can split hairs and try to make the gas chambers look like they never happened. But we know they did. We've got all the stuff there, all the evidence. Thank you for coming tonight. I will pop on back, but next time I come back, we will have with us, put his picture up one more time, just to remind, just to give people a little bit, Bruno, just to give people a reminder who's coming next week. This is for the people, right? From the mind of Chewy, right? Now, this is it. Here we go. Stones and Serpents, love it. We'll have somebody to talk to next time for a couple of minutes before we jump into the rigmarole of changing everything that you thought you knew and the reality. People, please, for me, enjoy the storm. Enjoy it, because Nemesis rules the storm. Remember who her lover is. Typhon. Oh God, the echidnaic priesthood. Thank you for coming. Hail Satan.
Don't surprise. Doughboy tough. Hip hop hooray. Bowie knife, big Bowie kahuna. Katana, Excaliburation, Killer Claw Saturn. Says it's high treason. For Jesus and the drug addict pedophiles, there's too many reasons to see them crucified.